what's going on with this cup. I'm going to start, normally you start at the handle and move in a clockwise direction, but because we don't have a handle on this cup, a lot of cups don't, we'll just start with the first kind of event here. I do see angel's wings. Angel's wings here, so there seems to be flight, angelic wings, being protected by angels, having angelic presence around you, soaring to the heavens, soaring to some, unknown destination or other realms. You could also be tapping into angelic presences. You could be speaking with your angels or talking to your angels or getting angel messages or feel a very strong presence of angel protection around you. There's a little dolphin's head here popping out very nicely, clearly. There's also an eye above it, protection there, and also fun. Protection with the eye and also fun with the dolphins, so having more fun and joy. Maybe going somewhere also where there's dolphins. Could be Hawaii, could be some sort of other location where there's dolphins located. And the cups are very intricate. There's a lot in the cup, so if you do see something in the cup that I don't mention because we don't have all the time in the world to do the cup, you can always put the comment below and I'll interpret that for you. Down here we've also got overlapping wings, so there's definitely an angelic presence here. I feel around a lot of you. I feel like there is a sensation here of maybe really accelerating and evolving to a higher sort of level spiritually, and on your soul level, sort of your soul kind of lifting into higher realms, kind of leaving a lot of mundane chit chat sort of things behind as well, leaving the mundane kind of material sort of stresses, etc. behind. Not saying that anyone's going to transition or anything like that, but I feel like a lot of you are kind of evolving on your spiritual journey. I'm just going to have a closer look at this chunk here that's just on the edge of the cup. Let me just have a look and then I'll show you. It's not actually giving me much. It looks a little bit like two hearts overlapping, or also a big wave. So I feel like a wave here is like a wave of success. It could be signifying also you're going on a journey somewhere over the seas, somewhere over the oceans. You might be going somewhere where there's surf, where there's dolphins, because we had the dolphins before. So we'll have a look and see what else is coming up here. There looks like a mother here holding a baby, or a mother type of figure. She also looks like she could have a hijab on or a scarf on. So it could either be cold, or she might be in the Middle East. It could be just depicting the Middle Eastern region. You don't necessarily have to be wearing a headscarf, but it could be just depicting the Middle Eastern region. This mother's sort of holding a baby, holding a child. She's kind of got her arms and embracing something, embracing a circle, embracing something interesting. There's also a bit of a heart here inside her section underneath her arm here. Okay, there could be this is a very male figure. It looks a bit like the Hulk or something like that. She could be protecting a child from a domineering man. You could be protecting yourself from somebody who is threatening, domineering, abusive, somebody who you might feel is kind of not working for you in your best interest. This man is hollow and empty. He doesn't have anything better to do. So if you're asking if this applies to you, it's only going to apply to some people. It could be that just the message here for this is that he doesn't have anything else to do. He's hollow and empty, and he could be threatening you or having some sort of dominance around you because he really doesn't have anything else inside of him to be focusing on. And he's sitting kind of right on top of this woman with a child. So some of you might relate to that. And so the whole point with this is to make this person smaller, to bring the perspective down, because I feel like some of you have blown this perspective out of proportion, and it's not as it seems. Yeah, it's not as it seems. I've got different levels here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like there could be 5 weeks, 5 months to a particular thing. Some of you wanting to get pregnant. There's a rabbit at the bottom of the cup that depicts pregnancy or fearfulness or something around the family as well. So there could be 5 weeks, 5 months. Some of you looking to get pregnant. So that's definitely on the cards. There's that motherly figure there as well. That's reinforcing the pregnancy if you're looking to get pregnant. There's also a little baby here with dark curly hair. So I feel it's a boy. And if you are looking to get pregnant or are pregnant, it could definitely be a boy with thick hair or thick curly hair, dark hair. Either just thick dark hair or thick curly hair. There's also an emblem here of twins. Somebody could be associating themselves with a Gemini. There could be twins coming into your life. There could be somebody you might meet, male or female, could be a twin. And underneath that we have the bust of a woman. So there's a lot of sensuality. There's some sort of sensuality here. Also underneath the twins, there's a little head like a child carrying something, like carrying a big a loaf of bread, or a fish even. So there's a child here that could bring a lot of blessings into your life, and also a lot of abundance, a lot of wealth, a lot of prosperity. And let's see what else we've got here. Anything at the bottom? Nothing specifics jumping out at me. Let's have a look at the source. So the source is often the family of origin, the home. It's related to where you live, or the home or the family of origin. Looks to be like this kind of mushroom type of energy here. This could also be symbolic of a world prediction of a volcano erupting somewhere, maybe close to you or somewhere in your region. There could be a volcano erupting. It could be Hawaii, Japan, something like that. There's sort of like clouds of smoke coming out there. Could be definitely something to do with a world prediction, symbolic of a volcano. Italy, Mount Etna comes to mind as well. Let me just have a closer look at this cup. A saucer. On the side of the cup here, we have a looks a very long fish or a shark or a whale. A whale is about Akashic records, higher wisdom, knowledge, tapping into your own higher wisdom, knowledge, Akashic records, etc. So some of you might be exploring that, tapping into that. You could be having some sort of past life regression or Akashic records type of reading, or something along those lines, or tapping into something. This to me still looks like a volcano. It looks like a crater. There could be something volcanic happening around the household as well. Something that might suddenly, be like a bit like the Tower card, something, a big upheaval happening. Some of you might have to suddenly move, or suddenly go somewhere, or decide it's time to go, that you've had enough of something and you need to move somewhere. It could be to do with a landlord or somebody putting pressure on you. That could be the male figure in the cup. The overseer, the landlord, the dominating person could be having the power here in the situation. So some of you might have to move because of a landlord situation, is what I feel through this cup, this saucer. There's three dots here. Some of you might move to an island or go to an island somewhere. I'm also getting the number 3. For some of you, 3 weeks, 3 months coming up. I'm also seeing that as a power adapter. So some of you need to plug in more to energy. Some of you might not be getting enough energy and need to sleep more, or feel like your energy is being depleted. You might need to reconnect with your own energy, or reconnect with an energy that is going to be, better for you in the long term. Going to replenish you. So some of you might need to have a break to replenish your energy. Now I'm going to imprint my thumb onto the side of the cup, onto the grounds, and see if, for a wish for everybody. the cups are always done with the intention of meaning something to everyone watching the video, and also the wish is for everybody as well. So let's have a look at the wish. I'm also getting the name Rose or Rosemary, rosebuds. Some of you might be going into roses or doing something with roses, art or floristry. Some of you might be thinking about becoming a florist or selling flowers or painting flowers. That's just a channeled message. Okay, I've got a nice looking dog here with longer hair, poodle or a spaniel, something like that. So some of you might be getting a nice pet. Also underneath we've got a lizard, so it could be time that this lizards shed their skin so often, or they camouflage themselves, and they wait for the right moment. So it could be the right moment to act on something. Also coming into the lizard, we've got a little duckling or a ducky, a little duckling or a swan there. So I feel it could be time to sort of evolve yourself into this swan that maybe you've wanted to be for a long time, or the duckling's sort of giving you hope that there's, you know, there's something good happening moving forward. Ducks are always, and always traveling in pairs as well. Ducks mate for life. So you might actually meet your significant other during this period. The cup does go out for quite some time, so it can actually play out for 3 to 6 months, especially on eclipses or through an eclipse season. So the cup could play out for 3 to 6 months. So just bear that in mind. I'm also getting a G initial for some of you as well. Gregory, Graham, George, G. First, second, or last name. Could be significant or the significant other person. Okay, let's have a look.